Radical.
You know, sometimes you can accidentally stumble upon a great idea. For instance, I display comic books in my store. I also display magazines, but they're in separate bins because comic books are a shorter width than the magazines. So I have separate bins. But by accident, I figured out a way I can display both the magazines and the comic books. Because when I was leaving, I got this stuff at a Target. Shout out Target! When I was leaving with these two plastic bins of different sizes, I put the one bin, which was a kind of bin where you could extend and retract it. Kind of cool, actually. I put it inside the other bin. Then when I got home, I looked at them and said, I can put the magazines at the back and the comics in the small bin at the front. And they link together perfectly. So again, I just stumbled upon that by accident, and now I can display both magazines and comics in a smaller area and still, you know, I'm space saving. Now that has nothing to do with this. I'm just using that as a frame of reference to where I had a great idea when it comes to my shopgoogle.com. I used to have a series where I just focus on maybe one thing, usually the price being super high on something. And then I would get in disagreements with some of you in the comment section when I was like, fucking Virtual Boy, $600. Then some of you's like, well, actually, the Virtual Boy is actually, in that condition, probably worth $600. I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it. So now we're going to go through in real time. In real time. We're going to go through this just randomly. And now it's video games, but I could do it with music CDs. I could do it with just about anything, collectibles. I could do it with comic books, just various things that I display at my store, but probably mostly since I usually am selling video games and focused on that, that's the big money maker, we might just stick to video games for a while. But this is not a video game to the top right corner, a board game, a Mad Magazine board game. That looks pretty cool. Now, we're not going to do the clicking on this right now. We're not going to get advanced, okay? This is just going to be kind of like, rapid fire comments is not exactly like comment of the week where it's just quick. That's what this is going to be. It's just quick, all right? Earlier, I did want to actually show in detail something that was really rare on here, which was the New York edition Pokemon Game Boy Advance. The yellowish gold one. You seen that one? I think that's what it was. But just going to quickly scroll here until we see something interesting. Or something. Okay, we got a Legend of Zelda Series Switch case. Only $9.99. I mean, you would think I guess it's not authentic Nintendo. If it's authentic Nintendo, people would be going crazy for that. Okay, nothing too extra special here. I got one of those, the Atari flashbacks. Yeah, it's a little bit underwhelming. Of course, it's like what, Act Games, I think, made it. That's kind of interesting looking controller. Looks like an Xbox 360 controller, but it says a wireless gamepad for a PS3, PC, phone, and TV box. But it looks a lot like a 360 controller. Oh, first thing of interest we got right here. It's Comic Zone for Sega Genesis. And it comes with a bonus CD? That's pretty cool, right? Oh, you know what's not cool? The fact it's just the fucking box. And the box is going for $21, which is not a super amount, but the box is all crushed to fuck. It's not even a good condition box. I mean, that's stupid. There's 4 bids on it. I mean, Comic Zone? Is it exactly Sonic the Hedgehog? Really? It's Comic Zone. Is it Altered Beast original box? Which, well, wait a second. With the Genesis, they switched to the paper boxes later, correct? Because earlier were just the clamshells. So this is a later one when they just did the boxes, which, that's a step down. The Genesis 16-bit clamshells, very classy. I would say, from everything I've seen, I think those are the best. If I was doing a hardcore retro game collection, I would I'm not gonna say I would choose Genesis over Super Nintendo, but I would want to display the Genesis stuff more because of those gorgeous plastic clamshell cases. Let's see. See, most of this is, oh, we got a Simpsons Road Rage. Tested $42. That's one people ask me for a whole lot. But, and I was not saying it's not a bad game. I think I've actually played it before. It's like a Grand Theft Auto version of Simpsons, right? Tekken 4. Is that American version? I don't know. I just maybe never seen the cover of Tekken 4. Looks pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's see, South Park and Nintendo 64. That's a really, really terrible game I've heard. Page 21. Oh man, we got a big lot of sports games. Man, that's a lot of sports games. I might take a look at that. I mean, yeah, you had sports games, but shit. What is that, like 100 right there? Huh. I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean, you'd be surprised if you're like reselling stuff. Sometimes you could actually get a little bit of money for sports games. Oh, dude. Dude, that is a nice looking Wii remote right there. That is sharp looking, man. I've never seen that actually, the Skyward Sword remote. Isn't that nice looking? I don't know if it's like $31 nice plus shipping, but that's nice. And talking about Zelda, we got an actual Nintendo clear case there. Well, that looks to be authentic. I didn't know they came in the actual clear cases like that. I just thought, the little black trays at the very bottom. But you have a Legend of Zelda. Sad it's not the gold version, but a gray version. Still pretty cool. If you notice, like the common stuff, I'm not really going to focus much on. It's just the things that kind of just jump out here. Oh, we got some Genesis games. All sports games, though. 6-pack. I can't really read what games were on that 6-pack. Maybe best of. NBA Jam. Yep. Tournament edition. Cool, cool. You got an Earthworm Jim there. Label looks really good on that one. Atari 2600. 42? 42 of them for $68. Actually, is that a pretty good deal? Might be. Got an Xbox right there with some, looks like plugins for, if I'm not mistaken here, would that be wireless plugins for wireless controllers? I mean, I got an Xbox, but damned if I never really play it. A Tengen games. The bottom one is like a, yeah, but it's the Tengen ones you want are like the NES ones, right? Is that correct? The black Tengens are the NES ones that you want. Yu-Gi-Oh! Look at that big old Wii bundle down there. That's not too much for that. What is that, 2 Wiis? Shit, Wiis are dirt cheap, man. If anyone's just starting to get into gaming and they need a recommendation, other than like a White 360, I would say a Wii, man. Look at there, you get multiple nunchucks and Wiimotes. Sadly, no games in that bundle, but still, you even get the remote there. All for under, well, with shipping, probably definitely $60, but still, it's a great bundle there. A GameCube with 2 controllers. Why is that so cheap at $51? I guess it's just the GameCube games that are sought after. A Twisted Metal Black for $19.99 on PS2. Seems a bit low for Twisted Metal Black. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a hard to find game. Maybe another minute here looking at some stuff. See if we see anything interesting. Oh, 10 Nintendo games. Then there's a gold Zelda car right there. And you got Super Mario 2, Super Mario 3. Is that a Punch Out in the corner? They look pretty clean there for $86. Yeah, it's not a terrible deal, but still. And that's with the box, an Xbox One with 3 games, cords. Not too bad there. I really like this blue Xbox Power A controller with the gold cross. I like that. Okay, so that's about it for the first installment here. It would have been longer, but I talked about plastic bins at Target for a little bit too much. Hey, but hope you enjoyed. Take care.